Rebel fighters in Libya are calling on NATO to intensify bombing raids against Colonel Gaddafi's forces. The rebels say several weeks since the foreign intervention began, they're making no headway. In fact, they're being pushed backwards. France and the UK are supporting their calls for NATO to do more to help civilians in cities still besieged by government forces, as Europe correspondent Philip Williams reports.
Despite dominance of the skies over Libya, the NATO aircraft haven't stopped Colonel Gaddafi's forces from laying siege to cities like Misrata. The French Foreign Minister says NATO must play its full role, and the Italians too say they're already responding to the increased military and humanitarian demands.
We've already sent 2 aid ships to the port of Benghazi. We are ready to do even more.
Despite the calls for more action, NATO says it's already succeeding in its mission to protect civilians.
And when you look what we have done in a very high operational tempo over the last few days, taking out numerous tanks, taking out armoured personnel carriers, destroying ammunition storages, I think with the assets we have, we're doing a great job.
Not good enough to break the military stalemate, a point reinforced by the former Libyan ambassador to the United States who switched sides.
We want to get rid of Gaddafi. Gaddafi now he's gaining time, and he's sending his envoys to the different countries, trying to find a formula for the ceasefire.
In another development, the Libyan foreign minister, who defected to Britain 2 weeks ago, has been allowed to leave the country for talks in Qatar. Moussa Koussa has been questioned about possible involvement in the Lockerbie bombing. Some MPs and relatives of the victims have criticised the UK government's decision to allow him free movement in and out of the country. But for the moment, it appears the demands of the present outweigh the past. Philip Williams, ABC News, London.